Hi, hello, youth parents. It's me, Ethan from. Wait, that wasn't a clear. I have to have like an audio break. So begin again.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? The world is a little different today, is it not? Over to you, Hannah.
Hey, I'm Hannah. Thanks for joining us. We just wanted to make this little video for you youth parents, youth families, just so y'all know that we are obviously aware of what is going on and we want to partner with y'all in this. We don't want anybody to be in this alone. So yeah, we just wanted to kind of give you a little update about what youth ministry over the next little while looks like. We don't exactly know, but we're just gonna give you guys a little update, and we also just wanted to encourage y'all and let y'all know that you are not alone, that we are here if there is absolutely anything that you need, anything that we can do for you. We're here to support you, so please reach out. And yeah, Ethan's gonna give us a little update about what these next couple weeks are gonna look like, even though it's gonna be a little crazy.
Yep, we're truly re-envisioning what it means to be church without meeting together. If the word church, called out, ecclesia, means an assembly of people, what does it look like to do that in a world where that is largely dangerous to our health, perhaps? So we are fortunately living in an age where digital tools are at our disposal, and we've just tested out a few, so we hope it works. But we have a really good idea of how we want to do Wednesday nights, and I think at this point you can breathe a deep sigh of relief. Yes, we're going to continue meeting with your children, but remotely. So hopefully that'll put something in the youth's queue, something to do, something to maintain a little bit of normalcy, or at least a semblance of it, where we will still be in each other's lives every Wednesday, regardless of what happens through the use of digital media. So I'll update you on that action step at the end of this, but I wanted to just take this opportunity to just give you some words of encouragement. So what I'd like to do is to read you a psalm. And in times of trouble, in times of chaos, one of the best things we can do is cling to the familiar. And this psalm is probably familiar to you. So as you know, we've been talking about using the psalms in prayer and using it devotionally with the youth over the last, 12 weeks or something like that. And it's been hopefully a journey where the kids have been able to interact with Scripture in a way that deeply settles them into prayer. So I want to invite us into that just for a moment, into some familiar words. So this is Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So, just want to take a second to engage the imagery of this psalm. David, obviously, using the potent metaphor of shepherd to describe his relationship with God. And I think at times like this, it's maybe helpful to think of ourselves as sheep. And sheep can be concerned. I don't think their vision's very good. They need the guidance of their shepherd. They need each other, and they need the reassurance of the shepherd's presence. Otherwise, they are quite an anxious crowd. So God is our shepherd. He is with you, no matter what's going around or going on. As David talked about the imagery of a valley of the shadow of death, even in the darkest times, David was assured, and he sang this to God, reminding himself that God indeed, even in the darkest times, is with him. So the same is true of us. And I love this image. If you imagine a table before me in the presence of my enemies, God, I've always I like to envision this as if you would just help me and help yourself to envision this. Just you sitting down with a picnic hanging out with God, and all around you are like the scariest bad guys you can think of. I don't know, maybe like you're overly afraid of ninjas, maybe pirates, maybe ninja pirates, but something around you that's just really scary. And God's like, hey, can you just sit down and have a picnic with me? It would be pretty weird, right? You'd be like, God, don't you see the scary ninja pirates all around me? No, come on, have a seat. Let's have a ham sandwich. Let's just say this is after Jesus. We can eat ham now. So anyway, what I wanted to say is that, yeah, though this is a bit comical, the stuff around us is really scary, and it's okay. He's not saying that these enemies are not scary. He's not saying that the valley of the shadow of death is not scary. He's choosing not to fear. He's choosing to sit in intimacy with God because he trusts God and he knows God is with him. And so I'm asking you, parents and kids, if you're listening at this point, do we believe that? Do we believe that God is with us no matter what? And I can't make you think that. I can't ease your anxiety. I can't soothe your soul. But I can invite you into this prayer. Everybody's got access to it, right? We have the internet. We have Bibles. Read this. Believe it. Pray it. Meditate on it, and let its imagery inform. If it's hard to picture what's going on right now, and the imagery of real life is just too much to bear right now. The headlines, the cancellations, the lack of social gatherings, the lack of toilet paper in the grocery stores. If that imagery is too much to handle right now, come to the imagery of the Psalms and find a new way to see yourself in intimacy with God, even in the darkest of times. So, with that encouragement in mind, wanted to say we're going to continue our study of the Psalms, but we are going to take a tour through some timely Psalms, including this one with the youth tomorrow night. So what Hannah and I are going to do, we're going to put together a video for the youth as a devotional time, and then we're going to meet together so that at least our time together is more focused on the interactivity and they can chew on the content ahead of time. So I'll be sending out a video prior to the 6 p.m. youth time. Because I predominantly communicate directly to the parents, you'll have to check your email. We will send our video by Tuesday night, and then by Wednesday, either in that email or in the email subsequent, we'll include links to a software called Google Meet, also known as Google Hangout. They haven't quite figured out their marketing yet. So you can download the Meet app. That's M-E-E-T, not M-E-A-T, as I thought it might be. I was like, Google Meet, great.
No.
You could stock up on bologna.
No,
it's not that.
No.
But Google M-E-E-T on the App Store, or however you get app devices. You can use a mobile device for that. Or if you're old school like me and you prefer using a desktop, you can download it. Download the browser Chrome. Many computers have it already, but if you don't have the browser Chrome, you can access it without an app. So either Chrome or the Meet app, I'm going to send out a link that will open and queue a small group with Hannah and I. We're going to do guys, girls, and we're going to send that out to you, the links alongside the devotional video. So we're still going to be able to meet together because of the cap on that, and because we wanted to give everybody a little bit airtime. We are splitting into 2 groups from the get-go instead of one big all-youth group digital thing. We thought it'd be easier to hear each other through a smaller group. So that's the game plan for now, and we can do this indefinitely. Hopefully it isn't indefinite. When we come back together, hopefully everything will return to normalcy at some point. But until then, let's just be present. We're here. We're together, and we're able to use these devices to spend time and to care for one another. So, just be looking for the parent email. That's where everything's going to come through. Okay, Hannah, do you have any other thoughts?
I was just going to say, I would strongly encourage y'all. I was thinking earlier today, just starting to feel a little bit discouraged. Just what am I going to do with all of this time? Why on earth would the Lord create this kind of space in our lives right now? And I just felt him very strongly convict me into saying, we always run at this breakneck pace, and this might be an opportunity that we have to slow down a little bit. And so I would encourage all of y'all, if you are feeling that way, feeling this burden of I have all this time and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know why the Lord would have given it to me. Think about really enjoying this time with each other, with your families, with your students, with your kids. Enjoy this time that you have with them. View it as a blessing. Maybe there's a reason that you all have this time that you get to spend together that's not interrupted by a million different things. It's not interrupted by all after-school sports and play practice and all of that. You know, it's time that you have with your family. And I felt very strongly convicted of that today, and so I hope that encourages you a little bit too. And like I said, we are here for you. We are here for your kids. We are here for anything that you need. If you just need prayer, if your child needs prayer because they're feeling anxious, that's what we're here for. We're not taking a break for this. So that's
all right. So we're here. Parents, just the communications are going to come through you, so the youth will have to have access to the links in your email to join for Wednesday night's meeting. So yeah, looking forward to that. And guys, feel free to Zoom in with them. I think it'd be fun, at least at the beginning of the meeting, say hey, and get a little FaceTime for yourself as well. Yeah. So we're here, in the digital community, but literally like in your community. So yeah, as Hannah said, if you need anything, as Jason said in the video today, if you need anything, please just reach out and contact us. Yeah. All right. Well, Godspeed, and we will see you on Wednesday night.